Today, I want to share with you a profound perspective on investing that I stumbled upon, and it has completely changed the way I look at taking action in life. It's a lesson I learned from Vinod Sethi, the former MD and CIO of Morgan Stanley India, during a fascinating conversation I had with me on my other podcast, which is the 1% Show. This insight is all about the art of separating hard work from action and the wisdom of waiting for the right moment to make a move. Now, if you're an investor, don't get me wrong here. I'm not talking about timing the market, which no one can do well. All I am talking about is the active pause in between the hard work and the ultimate action. You see, in life and investing, most of us are wired to put in the effort and we immediately act upon our conclusions. It's the logical next step. You work hard, you do your research, and then you instantly execute your plan. But what if I told you that sometimes the real magic happens when you introduce a pause, a moment of reflection before taking that action? Going back to my interview of Vinod Sethi, out of the many insights he shared over our 2 hours of interaction, here is the one that stood out for me and led me to appreciate even more the idea of pausing and waiting for the right time to invest in an idea that I worked upon. Watch this part of the conversation where Vinod talks about this idea.
People have the natural urge कि I've spent 100 hours doing something, तो अभी कुछ act करो, बेचो खरीदो
Right.
कुछ तो करो. Uh, Whereas my view is that act when prices are going to go up or down,
Mm-hmm.
not when you've completed your homework. The
Yeah,
world is not, the market is not waiting for you to complete your homework for the prices to go up or down.
that's right.
So I would always urge a lot of my analysts. I still urge people, including myself, that de-link analysis from decision making.
Mm-hmm.
Because you spend 100 hours on something, you don't need to act. The
Right.
the the key to being a good money manager is to not act,
Not that.
but
Perfect.
or not link your hard work to your action.
That's right.
That so you de-link the two. So keep working, because the point of conviction and intuition comes when it comes. But at that time, your homework should be complete. That time, you shouldn't be running around doing homework, because that intuition point will happen when it happens. So it's all sitting in your brain, and but when you act, when your intuition sort of wakes up, in a way, the market whispers in your ear. Basically, the market whispers in your ear. Okay. At the end of the day, I'd say that's what it is. I think,
Right, right, right.
because there are 10,000 listed stocks. Why would you zone in on something that it happens because so you need to do a lot of work, but don't live under the delusion that your work has got you this brilliant idea. The work has given you the foundation for good seeds to grow. It's sort of, how do I say it? It's like a garden which has been well fertilized and watered and so on for some rose to bloom. So that's your research daily basis, you see. But but the act of the rose coming is when there is a confluence of events. When there's a confluence, when stock is either very dirt cheap or forgotten or very expensive, or there's the real world out there and you're ready with your homework. So, or rather, let's put it this way: it is like you have a finite number of bullets. There's a monster coming at you. There's a woolly mammoth coming at you. Okay, and I give you a gun with a few bullets. So now there are two ways you can respond. I've given you a gun with bullets, so you can start firing, because मेरे पास है बंदूक और I'll start firing. The other way to look at it is I'll just sit. When the woolly mammoth shows up, I will fire.
Uh-huh.
See,
Right.
so research is like loading the gun, having the bullets.
Being
The
prepared.
opportunity is the woolly mammoth showing up. They're
Right.
not linked. You
Right, right.
having a gun gives you this arrogance that I'll fire, I'll get hit a woolly mammoth. That is classic mistake of most analysts, and they find it a great affront to their ego that I listen to the whole idea for hours and I seem to just sit down.
As you heard Vinod say, you need to act when stock prices are appropriate for you to act, not when you have completed your homework. This is the essence of delinking analysis from decision making. Your hard work and research serve as the groundwork, the fertile soil where your investment seeds are planted. But the moment of intuition, the point of conviction, it does not follow your schedule. It happens when it's ready, and it might come at the most unexpected times. Imagine it as the market whispering in your ear. It's that moment when you sense the perfect confluence of events, when a stock is either dirt cheap or forgotten or perhaps overpriced. Your intuition wakes up, and that's when you should act. It's like having a loaded gun with a few bullets. You don't fire at will because you can. You wait for the right moment when that woolly mammoth, in this case, the investment opportunity, shows up. So, how does this apply to investing? Well, the key takeaway is to keep doing your homework, keep identifying good investment opportunities, but don't let your ego or your hard work push you into premature action. Stocks, just like life, don't care about your effort, they have their own rhythm. Instead, stay patient. Wait for the whisper from the market. When the time is right and you are prepared with your idea and capital, that's when you make your move. This approach not only applies to investing, but to various aspects of life as well. It's about finding the balance between hard work and the wisdom of timing. As I conclude, if there is one thing you can take away from what I shared with you today, it is this. In the world of investing, the ability to separate your hard work from actions, to understand that they are not necessarily connected, it's a skill possessed by the very best of investors out there. It's a skill that can elevate your investment game and indeed your life journey. So I encourage you to adopt this philosophy and be attuned to the whispers of the market. Wait for that moment and only then take action. Thank you for joining me today in exploring this profound insight. And if you found this idea valuable, please subscribe for more thought provoking content and don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Remember, life is a fascinating journey, and sometimes the most extraordinary moments come when you least expect them. So stay curious and keep seeking those whispers in your own life. Until next time, happy living and happy investing.